Welcome to Ciao Bella, hosted by yours truly, Erica Firpo, travel journalist based in Rome. Each week on Ciao Bella, I explore today's Italy, speaking with artisans, designers, hoteliers, architects, artists, Parmesan makers, in other words, the creators who are making the Italy that you love. So sit back and join in. Welcome back. Hi, this is Erica, and I'm standing at the Venice Biennale in the Arsenale Nord with artist Lorenzo Quinn under his soon-to-be unveiled sculpture, Building Bridges. And I'm standing actually under how many sets of hands?
There are 6 bridges. We built 6 new bridges in Venice.
And Lorenzo, it's really great to meet you. I was wondering if you could tell me just a little bit about you, because I know you have a very interesting background. I believe you were born in Rome, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
But you've lived all over, and you have some very strong ties to Italy.
Yes, I was born in Rome, but I was at the beginning mostly raised in the States. Then I moved back to Rome, and then from Rome we went to New York City. And now I've been in Spain for the past 20 years, but often in London, where my gallery, Halcyon Gallery, is, and that's where the work is represented from. So, and we're traveling all the time. And my wife is Venetian, actually, and my mother is Venetian. So I have great ties to Venice.
So that must mean your kids are Venetian as well.
One of them, he says he's definitely Venetian. And the others, one he says he's Spanish, and the third he says, I don't know what I am. I'm from the world.
I live in Rome and have two daughters who, when they're in America, they're Italian, and then when they're in Italy, they're like, we think we're American, but we're not sure.
I know. It's happened to me all my life.
So tell me a little bit about this particular sculpture and what's going to happen tonight. And let's just talk about, if you want, can you describe visually what what I'm seeing here with you today?
Yes. Well, we're here at what used to be a dry dock. And now we've opened the gate, so the water has been allowed to come in, and we are bridging this dry dock with 6 hands, 6 pair of hands, representing building bridges. Each one has a different meaning, and we have wisdom, we have hope, we have love, we have help, we have faith, and we have friendship. 6 universal messages to bring the world together.
And just to give a visual image, it's from the elbow up to the hands meeting. And how big are these sculptures?
They're the tallest is around 15 meters, and the widest at the base is around 25 meters.
So it almost feels like giant hands coming out of this dock, and each group of hands is doing a different gesture, which correlates to
the title. Yes. To the title of the actual bridge. We want it to be universal images that everybody can recognize. You know, as with most of my sculpture, I'm sure you might remember the sculpture I made 2 years ago for the Biennale called Support, which were the 2 white hands supporting Casa Gredo on the Canal Grande. And this actually is a follow-up of that, in the sense that those hands were to raise awareness towards climate change, but of course to do anything about it you need people collaborating. You need to bring people together. So that's what this is. This is the actually the taking action part. So It's the building bridges.
Now, I did see Support. It was one of my favorite pieces. And
thank you. I wasn't your favorite. It was one of your favorites.
I didn't finish my sentence. It was one of my favorite pieces in my whole life.
Oh, okay. Kidding. I'm kidding.
Me too. No, just kidding. And I know I really loved it. And what happened to that? Because I know we were just saying that a lot of people still talk about that piece, but it's no longer on Casa Gredo.
No, we are repairing it, and we're placing it back in Venice, because really it's been by popular demand. And the people of Venice actually complained when they took them down, which usually they complain when anything goes up. So the fact that they complained when they came down was amazing. They were really well received by Venetians, which is, as you can imagine, rightly so, is a very tough crowd, because, you know, listen, everybody wants to be part of the city. Everybody wants to do something here because it's a World Heritage Site, and anything that happens here has strikes all over the world. So it is very important. And the fact that we're here again, for us, it's a great honor. And so with my gallery, Halcyon Gallery, we decided that we're gifting the hands to the city,
Oh, wow.
and we're bringing them back, and we are placing them actually at the walls of the International University, which is at San Servolo Island. So they will be visible from the Giardini, and as a continued testament to really supporting knowledge, because it is through knowledge that we can then grow. Because also that university, one of their main subjects is sustainable growth.
Oh,
So
wow.
I think it's perfect for, and it's an international
And
university,
it,
so it's
it
great.
continues this.
Exactly.
Now, what about this piece? Is this piece? How long is this piece going to last? And was it this? I'm going to guess is site specific. Like you knew that you're going to come here, or did you have any idea that you're going to put these hands right here?
I'll let Paul, president of Halcyon Gallery, answer that question.
Paul, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Paul Green. I'm the founder and president of Halcyon Gallery, a long time ago. But yeah, very proud to be here. Very proud to be here in Venice, and obviously for the inauguration of this incredible sculpture. A lot of work by everybody.
So let's talk a little bit about the work, about bringing this here. Was it the whole concept specifically for this exact location, or how does that work in Venice? Because I know it's...
Well, you know, we've been working together for how long? 25 years.
Yes.
So for the last 25 years, we've sort of worked together, and it started with small sculptures. And then the sculptures got a little bigger, and then Lorenzo says, I'd like to do it bigger and bigger, and so you work together. And then, you know, we've had sculptures where we've towed a tank down the Grand Canal. That's the first Biennale that we did, which was 8 years ago?
About 4 biennales ago.
Yeah.
4 or 5 biennales ago.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, as Lorenzo has been talking about, support. And then, of course, then you get the phone call, I want to do building bridges. And yes, there are masses of technical problems, massive. And I think that even when you just go to the foundry and you see how one sculpture is produced and how many months and months and months it takes, and then when Lorenzo comes up with a project like this, it's just all-consuming from every point of view.
Initially, we were planning to place this somewhere else, but for size and complexity, in the end, it was not possible. So we actually ended up getting the final permit to place the hands only 5 weeks ago. So we had to readapt these massive hands and redesign the site and prepare the scaffolding and the support and everything in 5 weeks. Yes, I know your mouth is open. Exactly, your mouth is open.
I mean,
because
inside, when you see the film, there's a new film about Lorenzo. Inside, these all have steel structures. And then the steel structures, I mean, last week I came, there are divers in the water. There is all sorts of stuff going on here.
So we had to change the angles of some of the arms. We had to cut others. It wasn't easy. It was a massive undertaking. There's, just so you know, there's 350 people working on this project.
Wow. Now,
How many boats came? How many boats came?
It was
The trucks.
it was 18 low loaders.
Yeah.
just floating down
Yeah. Yeah.
with big hands.
Yeah.
So the actual trip was Valencia, boat to Genova, 18 trailer trucks to Marghera. There we had these huge barges that it took them several days to bring over the arms here.
And this was you, and you had 5 weeks to plan to put this all
Yes.
together. Wow.
I mean, it's yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Now,
a nightmare.
how long is this going to stay up?
Till November.
Yes, the end of the Biennale.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And then I'm just taking a look. I'm taking a better look at this, and I know some hands like that. Those look like almost like child's hands. This looks like a couple, perhaps, because I see a wedding. Is that a ring on that? Those hands? Are these anybody's hands in particular?
Yes, they are. In fact, the love hands in the middle arch, that's my hand with my wife. We've been married for 31 years this year. And they're all people that I have around me, but I wanted it to have a very eclectic feel to it. So also different ages, because I wanted to represent everybody. So I have children's hands, I have adult hands, and I have even my mother-in-law, which I adore, which is on the other side. She's 86, and I wanted to have, and her hand represents wisdom. As you know, older people have, thank God, this incredible ability through their experience, life experience, to teach us a lot of things. But you can also learn a lot of things. That's why I teamed her up with a young child's hand, because you can learn a lot from youth as well.
This is a beautiful, beautiful piece, and I hope that I get to go. I think that's my next thing. Either I have to be on a crane going above.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what it looks like
No, you
above
can-
or
or
underneath.
take
And when you're underneath, it's
Take
absolutely
a boat ride. Take a
spectacular.
boat ride.
And
yeah.
at night, it's all going to be lit tonight.
Yeah.
And we have Bocelli singing tonight.
Mhm.
And, Lola Castellani.
No, Lola Astanova.
Astanova.
Lola
sorry.
Astanova.
Yes.
Okay.
On the piano. So it's going to be an amazing, amazing, amazing event. We're so excited.
Well, I'm so glad that you guys gave me this opportunity to come here. I really appreciate
Thank you.
this.
Thank you for
and
coming.
I look forward to coming back and going underneath. Thank
Okay,
you.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening in and joining me and artist Lorenzo Quinn literally at the base of his monumental sculpture, Building Bridges in Venice, Italy. I'd love to share my experience at the Venice Biennale with you, so I've created a behind-the-scenes video that you can find at patreon.com/Erica Firpo. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Ciao Bella. You can find all my episodes on iTunes, and if you have time, subscribe, rate, and let me know your thoughts on the podcast. You can also be part of the podcast by donating. Find Ciao Bella on patreon.com, where with as little as $1, you get behind-the-scenes photos and videos as I travel all throughout Italy. To learn more about me and my work, go to my website, ericafirpo.com, and follow my Italy adventures on Instagram at ericafirpo. Ciao Bella! And a very big thank you and hug to Massimiliano Yonta and Disc to Disc Studios, the producers of Ciao Bella, who continue to make me sound and feel great.